iPhone 10 sales are down, Google's revenue is soaring, and the HomePod, will it flop? So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology, and welcome to this video, another car video. And for everybody who was saying, Nick, I don't know if that's safe to be driving the car. Actually, it's legal in Illinois to have a dash cam as long as it does not obstruct your view. It's also legal to talk in a car pretty much anywhere. So all we're basically doing is doing dash cam and talking. It's pretty darn safe. Anyway, the first thing we're going to talk about is the iPhone 10. So the iPhone 10 sales have slowed down, as have the Apple sales a little bit. Now, don't slow down. They actually made $5 billion more this quarter, the recent quarter, than they did in the prior quarters last year. So there's no worry at Apple. Don't worry about it. If you think Apple's going down, don't worry about it. It's not going down at all. The only difference is that the iPhone 10 had a late launch in the quarter, so they didn't make as much as they predicted. But the truth is that the iPhone 10 did not sell a super cycle like they thought. So it's not bad. They basically maintained consistency, but they did not blow anybody away with their sales of the iPhone 10. So what that basically says is that people probably didn't like that $1,000 price point of the iPhone 10, a lot of people, but a lot of people accepted it because it still was pretty consistent overall. So I would say that, Apple has nothing to worry about. It might be due to the fact that there wasn't a Plus iPhone either, so you can keep that in mind as well, guys. But iPhone, I don't think there's anything to worry about. Yes, they did have a slower quarter than expected, not a super cycle, but again, most people already had an iPhone. Most people were not ready to upgrade. They just got an iPhone 7. They just got an iPhone 7 Plus. The iPhone 10, while it was a different design, it also introduced more complex user interface, and they had to learn something new, and also a much higher price point, and also stuff that doesn't really change your life in the day-to-day use. So that's really all I got to talk about when it comes to the iPhone 10 slowdown. Don't worry about it. We got iOS 12 coming. We got new iPads coming. Maybe, just maybe, a rumored newer, cheaper iPhone. We don't know if it's going to be the SE or it's just going to be a bigger LCD iPhone that's cheaper. And the iPhone 10 Plus and the Plus variants later this year. So there's nothing to worry about. They're actually probably going to have it launched even earlier this year. So that's all I got to say about that. Next up, we're going to talk about is the Google revenue soaring. So the Pixel 2 line, the Google Home Mini, and the Google Home speakers had a great quarter here in the Q4, basically the Christmas season. And that's probably due to mostly the speakers. I think the little speaker that was $30 probably selling like hotcakes. So that probably helped Google out a lot, but they're up 38% according to gsmarena.com. So essentially it's looking good for Google. And with the acquisition of HTC, it's probably looking even better next year when the Pixel 3 launches. I'm really excited about that one. So Google is looking good right now. If you're a Google fan, you're all good right now. New devices coming soon, more than likely. Next up, the last one on this list is the HomePod. And here, I'm just going to be basically giving my thoughts and impressions on if this thing's going to be a flop. Now, you guys should let me know down below if you do want to see it reviewed on the channel. I'm personally not too interested in the device because I feel like this is a device that is only going to work well if you're only using Apple products. And I don't really like when a device only works well with one product. Like a Google Home Mini, you can use on an iPhone, you can use it on an Android device, but you can't use that device when it comes to using an Apple or Android product if you're using the HomePod. So what I mean is if you're using the HomePod and you're not using an Apple device, it's not going to work as seamlessly as if you're using an Apple device. So again, Apple pulling you into their system with yet another product. Now, will this product flop? I don't think so at all. I think it's going to sell great because a lot of people who might have been not buying Google Home Minis or Amazon Echo devices are going to be like, hey, finally, I got an Apple device to go with my Apple gear. So yes, they're still going to sell millions of these things because a lot of people love the Apple ecosystem. But I don't think this growth is going to be explosive of this HomePod. I think over time it will grow slowly and eventually this product will mature. It'll get better over time just as the Apple Watch did, and the Apple Watch sales are exploding right now. So those sales of the HomePod are going to be a slower growth, I think. And I think Apple is a little bit late to this party. They should have launched this thing like last year before the Christmas season even started, but they decided to delay it. And you know, the typical, they're probably going to say, well, basically we delayed it because we want to have the best product. That would probably be their response if you asked them that question. But on the whole, I think that the HomePod is going to be a successful product. It's just not going to be, you know, overly successful right out the gate like some of the cheaper Google Home Minis were and stuff like that, because this speaker is going to be over $300. So keep that in mind. Anyway, that wraps this video up. Just 3 things I wanted to talk about in tech today. And if you guys liked this video, again, another car video, let me know down below in the comment section of this video. Share your thoughts on the Apple sales slowing down. Do you think it's anything to caution about? You think Apple's on their way down? Share your thoughts on Google. Do you think Google's doing really well? Are you excited for the future of Google apps and services? YouTube Go just started experiencing a lot of growth here. It's like a lighter weight version of YouTube. The Pixel 2 series doing well. It's not doing crazy amazing, but it's still doing well. Pixel 3s are coming. Let me know your thoughts on that one. And finally, the HomePod. What is your take on this HomePod? Let me know about that down below. And anyway, if you found this video helpful, enjoyable, do me a favor, click that like button for me. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more. Have a great day wherever you are. Nick here, helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well, and peace.